Hello and welcome back to Orwell. Last time we continued our investigation mostly into Harrison O'Donnell, and we figured out all about his band, which is the main thing that we're currently looking into. Currently we figured out that Juliet Carrington is apparently Harris O'Donnell's, former band member and potentially former girlfriend. I think we made a decision that she was, not currently the girlfriend. But let's take a look at this. This is the gigs. Get ready for the return of the Targets and our new album. For the premiere, we're headed back to the scene of the first crime, the haunted house. Interesting. Haunted house in Bonton. So that's apparently being cancelled. Why? Oh, what's this? A friend of mine claims to have heard that Hancock decided to quit the band. Okay, can we throw that into Harrison O'Donnell's information? Okay. Former member of the band Targets. Hancock? What? He's not actually a former member of the band, is he? I didn't think he was. Anyway, I guess he's a former member. But no official statement has been given out. A wholehearted thumbs down for that. Gotta find me another fave band now. You do better. What? And now the whole thing's got cancelled? Oh no, such a shame that Tubman left again. Why? Good lord, not those emos on the show again. Why do you do this to us? Why? Okay, I see. So apparently someone, who I guess was Harrison O'Donnell, quit the band. Very interesting. That's definitely not a good thing for the band overall, but you know, you gotta go with it. Hancock, I love you. Wait, so is Harrison O'Donnell's actual name Hancock? Well, Hancock. Let's actually take a look at that. Whereas, oh yeah, Hancock Harrison. He is in fact known as Hancock. Okay, I messed that up. I guess that's just like his band name kind of thing, where he's got the special name of Hancock. Oh, look at this. This would be the cell in Bonton. This is where we've got the connection between Juliet Carrington. That's perfect. Wow, that was such a blaze. Really love your new guitarist. We'll definitely come to the Freedom Plaza demo. I just have to get to know Juliet, especially since she is the one organizing this. Juliet planned the protest at Thought. And yet, I believe it said in here that Freedom Plaza was organized by Thought. Harrison did all the planning. I see. Juliet Carrington trying to push the blame off of yourself. Casarthus. We've seen that name before somewhere. That is a name that has come up. I can't remember who it was. I think that's Watergate, I think. Their special name for Watergate. Actually, we could check that pretty easily. Where is the timeline here? I believe they gave her that name. Juliet Carrington, show yourself. Do not hide from me. Okay. Cassandra Freedom Party. Casarthus. Okay, she is in fact... That Casarthus is Watergate herself. And she's saying that Juliet Carrington, that is the wrong website. She's saying that Juliet Carrington was in fact the one who was planning the Freedom Plaza gig, which actually makes a lot of sense since she was definitely there, definitely connected to Watergate pretty closely, since that's apparently part of where they really gelled as a group, as friends. So I'm feeling like this is probably the right kind of thing. A real nice show, but geez, can you get rid of tearing down, please? Whatever. You find yourself a brilliant new guitarist there. I missed to buy tickets. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. This is almost definitely the case. Not possible, wrong profile. Oh, fine. Fine, I'll go find the right profile. Carrington, you planned that gig, I know it. You're getting more and more, sinister as time goes on. So that Freedom Plaza demonstration was one of Thought's protests. Not immensely surprising. Yeah, I mean, either way, it was gonna be that case. One down, 2 more protest locations to go. Yep, that would be the case. So what other gigs do we have here? We've got a haunted house in Bonton. That was the first one. What is this? Oh, a new portrait? Nah, I think we'll still stick with the old portrait. This one's kind of weird. It's a strange portrait, I have to say. In terms of albums, what do we have here? With more and more poverty in the streets, it's about time for the capitalists to finally recognize them as viable target groups. It's time to advertise for the poor. Out now. Are they communist? Can we actually play this? Oh my word, it's just kind of like punk rock stuff. Oh, get out of my face. Is there going to be anything of value in this actual... No. No. No, thank you, no. I'm not a screamo person, thank you very much. I'm sure that you've got great maneuvers there. Advertisement for the poor, I see. Expose, just some basic song titles. We don't really need to go through that. That's fine. Then we've got a riot. Ooh, drop Hancock a line at _mediapunk at mailarray.tna. What the heck is TNA? Is that some sort of like Tor thing? Hancock, you on the dark web? You better not be on the dark web, Hancock, or we're gonna find you. Excellent. Now we have access to any emails coming in and out of this account. How did you do that so quickly? Look, I feel like even the government requires a bit of time to actually be able to actively hack someone's email address. Symes, I'm sorry, Pleb, did you somehow, like, already have access to his mail to begin with? Jeez. Well, in the very least, we should have some information. Ooh. Let's see. Harrison O'Donnell from Unknown. Hello, Mr. Harrison O'Donnell. Thank you for shopping at Semiramis Flowers. We hereby confirm your order number 122145 for the following products. Bouquet, lovely, with a tag to Angela. Oh, the total has already been subtracted from the account. $25 for flowers. Okay. So we've got a bank account so we can siphon some money out of his account and, you know, send it to our retirement and all that. And apparently there's this Angela. Who is Angela? Do we have a connection there? Let's actually check that out. Okay, Angela is a new person. That's what I thought. I didn't really remember an Angela, but apparently Harrison O'Donnell is in a relationship with Angela. I see. That also means that he is 100% definitely not in a relationship with Julia Carrington. Okay, I say that. He could be a scumbag and be in a relationship with Juliet Carrington. Look, I'm not holding that one back, but I'm pretty sure he's not. Okay, First National Bank. Let's see, this would be his account. Oh. I see. We've got some payments off to pharmaceutical companies for Mr. Harrison. Those are some pretty cheap purchases there. Is a frequent customer in a Bonton drugstore. That is actually pretty important. You never know what kind of stuff could be happening in a drugstore. Either he values his hygiene, or it might as well be material intended to wash away a freedom memorial. Really? Like what? I mean, come on now. Life Trust Health Insurance. He owns 2 health insurances. Oh yeah, those are payments on the same date. Oh, there we go. That's interesting. Who could the other person be? A guy his age planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps? Maybe. Looks like it. And this is the National Beholder Publishing Incorporated. So he's apparently probably some sort of editor or writer for National Beholder? What is that? That's going to be important. Payment from the National Beholder. Sounds like some sort of secret affiliation. Keep looking for more info. I mean, it could just be some form of, like, you know, what would you call it? Newspaper? That's what I was assuming it was going to be. Come on now. Last login April, current balance. It doesn't seem to be any other links that we can get to from here. So I think we've got this under control. Did we get something new showing up here? Oh, we do. Oh yeah, that's the National Beholder. Oh, so you're writing for the National Beholder, Mr. Harrison. Did we get something new here? I don't think we got anything new. There's just this. And I'm pretty sure there's no good info here. Timeline founders Ada and Alan Davenport. Changing of the timeline, probably for, you know, our own benefit, which would be great because it would make it a lot easier if it was like 700% more efficient for us to actually look at these people's feeds, if it could get really easily up in there. Following the 6th commandment of Rosin Tech, we rely heavily on communication and collaboration. Okay. Ooh, is there going to be someone here? Oh, Juliet Carrington, PR assistant for Rosin Tech. Okay, Juliet Carrington, we got your number here. And with your number, we can hack into your cell phone transmissions because we're that kind of person. Good work. The listener will also track incoming and outgoing telephone calls or numbers you have added. Oh, we got a telephone call there? What do you got? Esther Carrington, that's one of her sisters, I believe? Welcome to Rosin Tech, this is PR assistant Juliet Carrington speaking. How many of you have served? Hello, Juliet Carrington, this is Esther. You sound so official at work. I mean, why'd you have to say oh, I see, it's the mother thing. That's why she did the whole name. Is this important? You know personal calls can't be done at work. I just wanted to check in. Are you gonna be home for dinner? Lives with her parents. That's actually pretty important. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work. Time for some Bonton clubbing. Honey, please don't. On the news, they said it was advisable to avoid public places. I mean, there seems to be a lot of explosions in public places, so that's probably a good idea, Miss Esther. But at the same time, it's your daughter who's doing the explosions! Probably not, actually. That's arguable. Mom, I won't die. I mean, you can't really attest to that. You could explode spontaneously, unless you know where all the explosions are gonna be. Come on now. This group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. Okay, Esther Carrington knows about Juliet Carrington's connections, and she's not terribly happy about it. Interesting. I don't want Victor Rosin to personally fire me. Oh. Well, I think we already knew that Victor Rosin was her boss, but we'll add it in anyway. Okay, she has some very personal connection with him that he would personally fire her. Probably a very high up PR assistant. So she lives with her parents. That's some important info there. And she's going out clubbing. Now find the parents' address. I mean, I'll find it eventually. Calm down. Plans to go out in Bonton on Friday evening. That's probably actually some important information because that could be a site of a new explosion. It's Friday and Miss Carrington has plans to go out in Bonton. That information would normally be innocuous, but we know that she actively dislikes going out. Oh, that's right. She does. I forgot about that little tidbit. Thanks, pleb. I mean, usually you're completely useless, but in this situation, I actually quite appreciate you having a butt in here. People are truly creatures of habit. Maybe she really does want to go out, but this seems a little odd. What is she really doing? Blowing things up, probably. I'm not accusing her, but I'm saying there's a good potential that she could be blowing something up right now. And now she's having a chat with Harrison O'Donnell, eh? Oh, is her mother onto something? You got O'Donnell? Harrison, it's me. Well, well, look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you've caught me by surprise. Harrison? Shh, Juliet. Ever since we first made out in that clear night on Stellig and Greenfield. Oh my word, I hate this guy so much. He's definitely the one blowing things up. Will you please spare me your juvenile crap? I didn't believe it at first, but it is really you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? This guy. Should we just arrest him on principle? So this is why you did it, to make me call you back? Oh, what did she do? What did he do? This is important. Don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the thought page you so generously volunteered to maintain. Oh, he's maintaining it. Oh, it got wrecked. And it wasn't Harrison O'Donnell? Well, at least he's not saying that it would be him, which is arguable. Maybe because the same reason you bailed out of thought all of a sudden. He's no longer a member? Thought didn't do anything since Abe disappeared, but turning it around that way made a fine excuse to bail out on the two of us, huh? Maybe then because you disgraced Thought before by hiding all of the articles on Thought's blog except Cassandra's. What the heck? Talk about knowledge bombs. This is where it's at right here. They're having some deep conversations. You shouldn't have deep conversations on the phone. I mean, we're listening to you. That's not a secure line. Oh my goodness. So much information is being put out right now. I can't keep up with it. I don't even know what's being said right now, but I know it's a lot of heated discussion, and they're probably going to have some sort of like breaking up situation. Not like relationship breaking up, but more like split of the conversation. Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't stand our memories being toyed around with. Okay. If only. Anyway, thank you. Is that it? That is it. Wow. Okay, so now we need to sift through all of these ridiculous amounts of data nodes. First off, shared intimacy with Juliet Carrington. Yep, that's probably an important thing to put in there. They were together at one point. Okay. Stelligan again. This university seems to play a major role for members of Thought. Pleb, you know you love that little bit of information. Don't even right now. Okay, we've got Harrison O'Donnell, no longer a member of Thought. Very important. That's a clear one that's quite good for us. Oh, is that so? We still need to keep observing him, though. I mean, he could have broken out so that he could be a more, like, radical figure. Harrison O'Donnell, formal relationship, ended the relationship. Okay. Just making that clear that it started and ended. Just saying. Seems that today's new targets have a common history, something more than belonging to Thought. Oh, the whole relationship thing? Yeah, no, that is a thing. So apparently Goldfeld has disappeared, causing Thought to become inactive, which is never a good thing. When a prominent thinker disappears, that could be quite a bad thing. Well, seems to me like someone still is. It's probably Harrison. Let's level with it. That's really the situation. So he hid the articles on the blog. We're gonna have to just gonna have to shove all of this in there. I mean, there's a lot of information coming here. First the timeline, now the Thought blog. You have a lot to hide, Mr. O'Donnell. I would concertedly agree. Now, Pleb, if you could shut up so I can sift through all of these, that'd be great. Hid first articles on Thought's blog from other members of public. I wonder why. I mean, that's probably some pretty important stuff if Abe is not interested in releasing all of that information. This gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group's blog from its own members? Because Abe is actually a radical communist sympathizer, and is probably why he's blowing stuff up now. Look, at this point, the blame is being thrown just about everywhere right now. I don't know who to blame, but I know someone's to blame, and it's probably one of these three people, just saying. You deleted all your rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing the ridiculous opinion article for the TNB. Okay, so that's a legitimate job that he's doing. It's an opinion article at the TNB, which we already knew he was working for the TNB, just not what he was doing. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. I wasn't at all aware it was our guy. The TNB probably didn't know either. I mean, he's not that bad until you actually, like, dig into his past. Also, this must be what the large payment he received was for. Yeah, I already connected that, mate. Ugh, that was a lot of information, but it was a lot of good information, too. For now, that will bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. The plot is quite thickening, and I feel like we're getting to the point where we could potentially actually accuse someone, which is almost certainly going to be Harrison O'Donnell, because he's a terrible human being. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.